Check, check, check.
Gotta get that, dang, I guess I put my batters in wrong.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
Amateur hour.
I remember my first time.
Yeah, I did. How can I live without active noise canceling?
Oh.
That's way better.
All different.
Did you start this thing up but then didn't buckle it?
Yeah.
Alright, I got the brakes.
Your brakes. It's all new, man.
I know. Just getting seatbelts and everything. You guys don't use seatbelts there?
Actually,
countdown?
No, we don't. They're actually forbidden.
Nice.
They want you to make sure you can get out of the airplane in case anything happens. Actually, in the 152 I fly a lot, they took out the shoulder harness for whatever reason.
Oh, because they suck.
I guess you're coming
I know, but
straight
the
in,
one
right?
There's a reason, look.
Say again?
I only use seatbelts for check rides.
Turn the landing light on, you see me?
Whatever. Okay.
You got time to take off.
Alright, I'll take off.
That's that guy.
St. Charles, 4656 Victor, taking off, 36, St. Charles.
Taking off, 36.
I don't know how to loosen
St.
this
Charles
now.
traffic, 256, 2 mile final, 36, St. Charles.
Have it, you know, because I'm used to it. Alright. I got the controls again if you want to.
Alright, I'm off.
St. Charles traffic, Takeoff 37 with Whiskey, Quebec, about 2 miles north.
Like a run-up, or do you guys like...
No, we don't do run-ups here on the ramp. We're too close to moving hangars.
No, I meant like, where do you...
Oh, yeah, we do them next to the runway. There's a run-up pad on the runway we have to take off to.
Okay.
So in this particular situation, since we don't have, you know, an ATIS, we have an ASOS, right?
Yep.
So sometimes this radio, not the greatest. Again.
0624 is crossing runway 18 at Delta.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 2.
St. Charles, 4656 Victor.
0.21 Celsius. Altimeter 3008. Remarks. Density altitude 1,900. St. Charles County Airport. Automated weather observation 2340 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 28.
Alright, so we're going to probably take off runway 36 because that's what everybody else is using. So if you just want to go straight ahead and kind of follow this cardinal.
Victor, I'm going to exit the pattern on the Crosswind
And clear left.
head
Clear.
west, St. Charles.
And I'll grab those radios. St. Charles traffic, November 2623 Charlie, radio check.
I'm clear.
St. Charles traffic, November 2623 Charlie, detected for the north ramp through runway 36, St. Charles traffic. Do you feel how that steering is different?
Yeah, I'm trying to... Like really sensitive.
Yeah.
37 Whiskey, Quebec, on left-bound wind.
So try to avoid like steep turns, not steep turns, you know what I mean, like
Yeah,
sharp turns rather, and then pull that power back just a little bit, try and stay off those brakes.
Crossing up 18 at Delta, St. Charles.
And it's a lot harder, isn't it?
Yeah,
It definitely feels a lot heavier. It is. It's a little bit faster than that Cardinal up ahead of us. Otherwise, you're doing just fine. I got nobody coming left. I had nobody coming right, so we're going to go ahead and cross. Watch with this.
Traffic card, Lexi 0, crossing 9 at Alpha, St. Charles.
St. Charles traffic, 263 Charlie, crossing 18 at Delta, St. Charles traffic. And then we'll make this next left here.
St. Charles traffic, Skyhawk 37, Whiskey, Quebec, turn in base for runway 36, St. Charles traffic.
Got a nice purr to her.
She's angry. St. Charles traffic, 263 Charlie, clear of runway 18, taxiing and crossing runway 9er at Alpha, St. Charles traffic. You have to have like more force on the other rudder to get us keep going straight.
St. Charles traffic, Skyhawk 37, Whiskey, Quebec, turn in final for runway 36.
Yeah, so this is going to be really different for you.
That is. I'm going to go fly my 152 on Sunday. And
And it's going to feel like, okay, go! Come on!
Right.
Yeah, it's, just go ahead and ditch that. Oh, you wrapped it around your cord.
Untitled traffic 256, left downwind 36, St. Charles.
I don't feel what the controls feel like. Oh my. Those are controls.
Those are real. This is a real airplane. I mean, truly, this is not a trainer.
Right.
This is for people who get their high performance complex and then they go places.
This is your family plane.
This is your family. This and the 206. So, you know, the 206 is the next step up from this. And then all the difference is, so this has got like basically the 206 engine, the 265 horse.
Right.
Only the 206 is just stretched a little bit longer.
Gotcha.
So you can get 6 in there. You could fit, if you could fit 6 people in here, it would take it.
Depart runway 36.
So it's got enough power, it'll do it.
Nice.
St. Charles traffic 256, turning left base 36, St. Charles.
Everybody's out today.
Yeah.
Last night.
It's been a pretty big day, or pretty busy day, I should say, for everybody.
It's definitely weird being in a different airport environment too.
Yeah, right? Only you're gonna go get like the ultimate, like real pilot experience on Monday.
Yeah. I actually was gonna ask you too if you wanted me to do like the flight plan and just check it over and.
Oh, I already did it.
Well, I can do it again and then we can.
If you want, that's fine.
Just so I can get practice doing it. With like,
Sure, with ForeFlight, yeah. So that's all we're doing. So this thing right here, this is pretty nice. So what we can actually do on this, we can get real METARs, like live weather from this thing.
Wow.
So if you click the METAR, let's see here. Okay, METAR information is not available, probably because we're low. But you can get traffic on here. This emits Wi-Fi, so you can hook your Wi-Fi up to this, and then you can see real-time your traffic on your phone. You can also see the next rad weather, so you get weather too.
Sweet.
It's delayed, you can't trust it, but you get it. So if we'll just kind of tuck us over here and then have our nose pointed kind of like right at that 152. So we'll do our run up. And here's where you're gonna nose that gear over.
604 is taking runway
I'm not gonna do that.
I've never heard that one before.
256, departing 36 in the pattern, St. Charles.
Here's good. And full brake. Alright, let's get that run up going.
Alright, where's your run up thing on here?
So it's probably gonna be Oh, it's on the missing page.
Heck.
Check over to your left. Did it fall out that way?
Oh, yeah. Left, I want.
There it is. That should go just like that.
Cardinal 3480, departing 36, St. Charles.
Let's see, we're going to be before starting the cabin, doors, and windows. We're going to leave the windows open just to make sure the doors are correct. Parking brake is set, as long as you're holding on with the brakes, and you're going to need a lot of brakes because this thing is
big boy.
Wants to go. Flight control is free and correct. If you want to go ahead and do that.
Eyes up, yours is down, yours is up, mine is down. Back, forward, left. Alright, cool.
And then we'll make sure our trims are set.
I see the test.
They're set for takeoff.
0604 is departing area to the north.
Let's see. Flight instruments are set. We did that.
Alright, so we're
fuel selectors.
Blue or brown or black.
Yep.
Set that. That's sort of in the middle. We said that earlier. That's a 0.
Downwind 36,
Yep.
Charles.
Fuel selectors both. We just rechecked it. It's both. Mixture full rich. Our auxiliary fuel pump, you can check that on and off if you want. You were just looking for positive flow. That's it. Elevator trims are set for takeoff. Let's bring that throttle up to 1700 RPM, and then we'll do that mag cycle. And then you're going to look right there, bring that up to 1700 RPM.
Where does it usually go to? What dot?
I don't really think there is a dot, or honestly I don't know. There you go, that works. So if you want to do your mag cycles, and you just grab it from left. Good, both. And then go to right. Good, back to both. Good. And the next one, this is propeller. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to cycle it.
Yeah.
And we're going to cycle it 3 times. Okay. What we're going to look here is a rise in manifold pressure because the tension is off the engine.
Right.
And we're going to look for a decrease in RPM. So I'm going to bring that power back. There's our manifold rise and our decrease in RPM.
Yep.
Back to full.
Left base 36.
And then we're looking for our oil pressure. We want to see an increase in oil pressure.
Okay.
sorry, decreasing oil pressure. See, it's decreasing. Yep. Then bring it back full. Yep. So I want you to try that. Yep. Just get the feel of it cycling. And then we'll try not to let it. Okay, good. Just as soon as it goes down, give it back.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, what's the next on the checklist?
Traffic Cardinal 3480 left.
Carburetor heat. So we got a carburetor to this hunk of junk. Good. We just saw a decrease, put that back in. Engine instruments and AM instruments, you can see how hot we're already getting. Our oil temp's getting hot, that's why we leave that cabin open. And then our left switch, or alternator,
Where's that at?
right here.
Oh.
So go ahead and flip that off.
My master all the way off?
No, not the master, the left switch.
Oh, left. Oh.
So if you switch it off,
Yeah.
turn that switch off. Decrease in amperage, so the alternator's not charging and the high voltage light is on.
Gotcha.
And suction gauge is in the green, it is. Avionics power on, and then power idle. And then we're going to lean this out right about there. That's where she likes it to take off.
Roll into the end, and we'll be in for the day. Have a good one.
So normal takeoff, we're going to leave the flaps up, carburetor cold. We're going to go full power,
Yep.
and then we're going to rotate at 50. We're going to climb out at 70. We're just going to pull back.
Okay.
But this airplane will not fly until like 70 knots.
Okay.
So does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right,
So,
man.
rotate at 50, pitch for 70.
Yep, basically. Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and mosey on out there. That's St. Charles traffic. 2623 Charlie, departing runway 36. We're going to be departing to the north, St. Charles traffic.
All right. And final's clear.
All right, we're out of here.
Clear left.
You can keep it open if you want. I just close mine, because
Right.
I know it's going to get cold up there.
I like it closed on takeoff at least.
So get us up on there in center line. You can bring the power up if you want.
Okay.
But she'll be ready to, we got plenty of power.
St. Charles traffic, Skyhawk
Ready?
37
Yep.
Whiskey, Quebec, base, runway 36, St. Charles traffic.
Oh, that's a right rudder.
Feel those G's!
Oh, geez.
Make sure those heels are on those floors. We're not using those brakes.
Trying to push right. All right, there's 50.
Yep. Just go ahead and pull back, and she'll climb off the ground. Keep us in ground effect, though. We're kind of going to the left of the runway. And we're climbing out at 70. Go ahead and tap those brakes. We are out of usable runway, so go ahead and pull that handle down.
This down.
Yep, you have to pull it down and then up.
Runway 36,
And then leave your hand on that gear until you see the indication. You should feel a bump. To the bump, that's the gear up.
Okay, here's up.
So gear is up. Let's kind of head us back a little bit more to the north. And we're going to go and pull the manifold back first. We're looking for about 20 inches of mercury. And that should kind of keep us, you know, without flying, because we're doing about 1,000 feet a minute straight up. And then go ahead and bring some of this. You can just unthread it almost.
I'm bringing 23. Or
About 22.
Or 22.
Yep, 2022, that ought to help us. That ought to get us a nice, easy climb. We're not looking to go super, super fast straight out of here. We're just looking for, like, you know, kind of getting out of our way. You can see our traffic's brought up here. We're going to kind of split the gap between the two.
Okay. Wow.
That's it.
She pumps.
Yeah, and we're flying slower now. So you might need a little bit of trim there.
St. Charles traffic 65191 is 5 miles north
Feels good.
east of the field inbound.
And then we're going to go up and hang out at 2,000 feet.
2,000 feet. Yeah, you need a lot more right rudder than I'm used to.
So remember, you have a little bit of trim here. You can add in some right rudder if you need some.
So I go...
Nope, turn it to the right, nose right. Turn the wheel to the right, nose right. It is hot. I'm going to open the door.
Oh, I got cabin air?
What? Oh, yeah, it does. It just sucks. A little bit more north in that north heading.
St. Charles traffic, Skyhawk 37 Whiskey, Quebec, departing runway 36, St. Charles traffic.
How am I doing, instructor? Terrible. You can't fly this airplane for crap. I'm just kidding. No, you're not doing that bad. It's a lot of airplane. You're feeling how heavy it is.
Feeling a lot heavy, man.
So we're climbing about, you know, I try to keep it about 500 feet a minute. And that's probably what we'll get when we have all 4 people on board. Just because that, 4 people at 3,200 pounds, it's a lot of weight for an airplane.
Right. Teardrop entry to the left downwind, runway 36, control.
Base runway 1 city.
And then we get everybody and their brother out here talking. That's kind of the bad thing about non-towered airports is you just get a lot of chatter.
Yep. Yeah, creep core is really bad.
Yeah. Creep core is bad. Well, that's where you're going. That's the only place you're going to be able to get an airplane.
I might just tie it down at Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, almost there.
So once we get there, so we're looking for about 90 knots on that climb.
Oh, on this, I was supposed to be hitting 90 now?
Yeah, so
okay.
The climb out is to get you away from the ground. It's about 70 knots.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually about 80 knots flaps up. Your instructor forgot to tell you that.
Okay.
So let that nose come over.
St. Charles County Experimental 32 Yankee Echo, departing runway 36 to the north.
As you notice, we let that nose come over and look what's still holding.
Yeah.
The constant speed.
It's the governor, right?
And then, yep, and look at your ground speed.
Automatically increases.
Your ground speed is just, we're climbing past 90 knots and we're pretty much down powered. So if we want, we can bring that power probably about there. That'll do us. But you're still going to be climbing, you're going to be going around here about 90 knots.
Sure.
So let's kind of turn left to heading of west. Just a nice easy turn. And what we're going to do, because we're going to fly an IFR on Monday, we're going to fly an IFR for a little bit to get out of St. Louis, it looks like. We use standard rate. You remember that? Was that taught to you at all?
Yeah,
so if you put that wingtip right on that dash right there, it's going to be 2 minutes. These 2 minutes. I got one of my instrument students today. I was like, so how long is it going to take to do a full 3? He's like, 3 minutes? I'm like, is there anywhere you could look that might tell you how long it's going to take? He's like, I've memorized it. I'm like, it's right there.
Really
2 minutes.
Alright, my altitude stuff is,
Yeah, so we got about 3,000 feet here in this ring. Oh, no, we already passed it. So we got 5,000 feet to play with. We're going to continue this way because that sun's kind of beaming in our face. We're going to turn around to the east, and then that's where we'll do our steep turns. Okay. So this airplane, because we have that much speed and that much power, we're not actually going to need that much. You're probably not going to need to increase power that much to continue to do your steep turns. Okay. So if you want to do a right-hand turn all the way back to heading of east,
right here, and correct.
a lot bigger, a lot faster.
It's a lot smoother to turn.
I hope it is. This airplane's just, massive. And we're going at 90 knots across the ground. And arguably we're at the bottom of the power curve.
Wow. When we cruise, what are we going to be cruising on Monday?
I'm hoping about like 150.
About 50 knots faster than I'm used to.
150, yeah. Hopefully. I would like to see 150 across the ground. We should be getting pushed there, and then we're going to have to do a really crappy flight back.
Yeah, it's all there's possible.
Yeah.
At night.
We'll see how it works.
If we have to stay, we can stay.
Yeah, we'll figure it
I
out.
don't have a problem.
I want to pack an overnight bag.
Do what?
Might want to pack an overnight bag.
That's what I told her, and just put something in a backpack and...
Yeah.
Traffic 65191.
How tall is that tower right there?
Huh?
I said, how tall is that tower right there? Oh, that's a road. It looked like a tower for a second.
We're not going to hit anything. I'm out here flying every day.
I didn't think you had anything to hit out here.
It's Illinois. There's absolutely nothing out here.
I forget we're in Illinois now.
There we are. That's Missouri over there, and there's St. Louis, and there's St. Louis downtown, way out there.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Represent! All right, Captain.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and set up for a steep turn, one to the left, one to the right. It's the same thing in this airplane. We're still looking for 45 degrees. This one's going to require a little bit more help, so you might need a little bit more trim to help you.
Okay.
And you might try and bump that power up to about 20 inches of mercury.
Okay.
Or 20 inches, just to get yourself kind of carry around the turn.
Okay.
But if you want to go ahead and try that steep turn, one to the left, followed by one to the right, you can add a brake in there in between if you want.
Just get maneuvering speed.
Yeah, about 190 knots.
That's, okay, good.
Yeah, 100 knots should be your maneuvering speed, give or take. I think that's VA in this airplane.
At 100 to 90.
Somewhere in there, yeah. I lied, it's 112.
Oh, so we're good.
Yeah,
right.
we're good.
Sounds good. All right, clear left and clear right. All right, here we go.
That's a little bit more. Crank it and bank it, son.
Huntsville traffic, Archer 75255 is 20 miles to the north and bound to land 260.
They're always the ones I hate doing.
Yep. Make sure we're looking outside too. Find a point on that cow and let that cow cut through the horizon. You can see where you're starting to descend. You can feel like it's like, You can bring that power up just a little bit more if you want. But as we turn, and don't overbank, as we turn and push so we don't balloon. And then there you go. Let's see how we balloon.
Oh,
you hit your wake.
That's a way bigger wake than my wake. When you hit the 152, it's like, boop.
I mean,
That's a wake.
We weigh more. We're heavier.
That's a wake.
And we're also going 100 knots across the ground.
All right, so I'm supposed to be hitting that, right?
That's 50, so you want to be in between the two.
Oh, so there's
Well, you got one of those fancy HSI things?
Oh, it's a little dot on mine.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was aiming for.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because I thought that was 45.
That's 30, that's 50, that's 60.
Right, okay.
Let's do one to the right.
All right, one to the right. Clear right. Clear left.
You're like, what the crap was that? And I'm like, that was our wake. That's about 50, so you can roll out the bank just a little bit. Right about there is where you want to see it. And we're starting to descend just a little bit, so give us just a smidge more power. This airplane could take it. Good.
That road.
Yep. And then just make sure we turn and push at the same time and power back. Turn, push, power back. A little bit early, that's all right. You can fix it. There we go, we fixed it. Turn, so I always say when I'm coming out of the right turn, and we'll go ahead, let's do a left hand for the turn to the west. What I always say is
Are we doing a steep turn?
Nope, just a regular clearing turn, if anything. Yep. What I always say is when you're rolling out of your right steep turn, your last one, it's turn, push, power back.
Okay. So
you don't balloon up.
Gotcha.
And then we're going to want to read.
Just doing a 360 here. Or you want to go back?
Just a 180. We're going to head to the west.
65191, left crosswind runway 36 control.
Yeah, so you can see it's just an airplane. It's just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So there's nothing crazy going on with this airplane. The only thing you really have to watch for when you're training is keeping those cowl flaps open.
Gotcha.
But you can always feel it. If I go full closed on you, you can feel that. You feel that control surface.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But you need to make sure we let them open because we're going pretty slow and we're still pretty hot.
Gotcha. So what's like the temperature range?
I try to keep it right under half, and so that it's right about where I want it. So I'm keeping an eye on this, and then you just kind of guess. Usually on this airplane, it wants about half, so like half closed, half open.
Gotcha.
So let's go ahead and get set up for slow flight.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do for slow flight is we're going to get the hand on that throttle. You're going to bring it back to the bottom side of the curve.
Because we're going, or then we have to do the prop and then,
So we're going to want to slow this airplane down, and I'll show you why. Because if we just bring the prop full forward right now, it's going to almost redline.
Gotcha. I see.
You feel how we almost just like hit a wall because you're actually turning those blades. Right now, the lower RPM, the higher pitch those blades are.
It's taking more out.
It's taking a bigger bite of air. That's why you want to try and have like this number obviously lower than the RPM, but you want to try and have that RPM as low as you can. It's like a delicate balance, and we'll figure that out. Okay. So we'll probably be about like 23 squared is usually a good cruising altitude for these birds.
Okay.
But anyway, so let's go ahead and pull that throttle back. Just, I like right outside of that green arc, and what you'll hear, if you keep pulling that back. Hear that?
Yeah.
That's your gear horn.
Gotcha.
So that's going to tell us, hey dummy, the gear's not down.
Gotcha.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bring that back, we're going to bring that prop full forward.
Or bring this back more?
You can leave it right there, that's fine.
This forward?
You know what, on second thought, let's leave that. I'm gonna try and teach you how to do this like for landing. So we'll bring that power back. Let's bring on our first notch of flaps. On most Cessnas, you see how it says 140 there?
Yeah.
So that means 140 knots we can bring this down.
Wow.
And then the rest of them we can bring in later. So let's step it down. Let's grab our next notch of flaps. Flaps 20.
Oh, that was 10. That's 20.
And let's assume that this is considered downwind. So let's bring in your gear. So you pull the handle straight back and then down.
So.
And keep your hand on it. Your gear's going to come down until you see a tire fully developed outside.
Yeah.
You got a tire?
Got a tire.
Now look over here to your right. See that mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the nose wheel?
Yeah.
And then I've got a tire over here to my right. So the gear's down.
And indicating.
And indicating green. You hear the gear horn went off?
Yeah. Nice.
So your gear's down. So let's go ahead and grab our next notch of flaps. Flaps 30. So that's 30. We don't want full flaps.
Oh, is that 30? About, since it's
Hand back on that throttle. Get us some more power. And let's bring that prop full forward so we can develop the most amount of thrust since we're going slow. A little bit more power. And then we're going to want to maintain right about 60 knots. Remember, this is pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. And then when able, give me a right-hand turn to a heading of east. To make you really work for it.
Alright.
And use trim because this airplane will beat you up if it does not have trim.
That's good. I saw what you did there.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh, I thought you...
No, all I did was reach in and grab my cow flaps.
Oh, sure.
If I wanted to do an emergency, you'd know it.
I know. Alright.
Us instructors are really good at that.
Pretty good. We are not climbing.
Good?
Alright.
Let's do that right-hand turn back to heading of east. Yeah, you're flying the airplane good. Biggest thing here is just making sure that you can fly the airplane safely and not destroy the propeller.
Right.
Because if you let the engine overpower the propeller, that's when you tear out the bushings and gearing inside the propeller hub.
Right.
And that's expensive.
Yeah, doesn't sound cheap.
Nope. Yeah, normal landing, 70 to 80 knots.
Oh, we're coming quick.
Yeah, and you'll see this airplane will just fall pretty much out of the sky.
It's amazing just the difference in just sound of the engine when you're...
Yeah, you got 2 extra cylinders.
Bigger.
Yeah, big boy. You can almost smell it. You smell all that mixture, like all that unburned fuel.
Yeah, all that money.
Yeah.
36 St. Charles.
And...
All right, Captain, let's go ahead and recover from this. So our recovery procedure is going to look like full power, flaps 20, gear up.
Alright, so full power.
Yep.
Flaps 20.
Yep.
Gear up.
Yep.
Alright, full power. Flaps 20. Gear coming up.
And you're going to almost feel the gear kicking your butt. Make sure you're not climbing. You feel the gears kicking your butt in, you're indicating.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and pull the airplane back. We're looking for about 20 squared. So pull the tower back for about 20 inches of manifold. Watch your altitude, Captain. There you go, and go ahead and unthread that for about 21, 22, somewhere in there. And what you'll notice is you're unthreading it, you're giving the engine more power. So usually you have to go a little bit under. And then you can bring your flaps all the way up. And then watch, we're going to descend. Ooh, you caught it. Oh, you're descending. You descended briefly. I'm just kidding. So we'll pull that about 20. Usually you pull it under.
Okay.
And then I adjust this because you'll watch. I'm going to go to 21. And now we're at 20.
Gotcha. Nice.
So that's the big thing with this airplane is just be careful when you're pulling your manifold. So pull your manifold always under and then adjust your propeller.
It's going to go. Because
you're giving it, basically the engine is going to have less resistance on it because you're slowing that propeller down. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Sometimes constant speed props can be a real pain to figure out and to kind of understand how they work.
Yeah.
But the idea is full forward is going to be taking a very small bite of air. You're going to have maximum power. So the further forward you move it, the more this manifold pressure is going to increase as well, because you're, again, putting less strain on that engine.
Gotcha.
And you can almost feel that, it almost feels like you're hitting the brakes on that, because you're turning those blades from a steep angle to a shallow angle.
Gotcha.
So that's, and then if you pulled this all the way back, you'll be at the maximum, and you're going to be then you're going to be pretty much producing no thrust. So it's always like a delicate balance.
Right.
And what it is. All right, Captain, how you feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
That's going to need some getting used to, and you know, obviously it'll make a little bit more sense when we're flying down on Monday and all that stuff too.
Yep.
Like obviously understanding when to bring it down. Probably when we do, you know, pattern stuff, it'll make a little bit more sense.
Yep. All right, you ready to go in?
Do it.
All right, cool. We'll go practice a couple takeoff and landings. We'll want to get down just a little bit, so pull that to right about. And how I do it is I leave my prop setting alone, and I pull my manifold down. And so I usually try and pull it right to the bottom side of the green. You almost feel like now we're starting to slow down. And then let that nose come over. Again, we can build all the way up to 183 knots with the airspeed. We've got tons and tons of speed up there. Yeah, 120 knots, you'd be blowing your wings off in your 152.
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
Yep. And the whole idea is just making sure that this airplane's coming down too.
Okay.
And so what we're going to want to do is we're going to do it before landing. So seatbelts, shoulder harnesses, secure, fuel vector is both. We're not going to put the gear down yet. We can put it down below 140. That's our VLE, or landing gear extension speed.
Sure.
Mixture full rich, we're going to leave that right where it is because this thing just runs so naturally rich.
Okay.
Carb on outside of the green arc.
So when it comes down?
Yep, outside the green arc, carb's going to come on. Autopilot, don't have.
Cool.
Runway is over to your right.
Yep.
If you want to go ahead and start turning that way, and I'll get your weather.
St. Charles County, Smart Airport. Automated weather observation 0009er Zulu. Wind 030 at 04.
I'll use the runway 36.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point
right traffic.
Celsius. Altimeter 3009er. Remark.
We're good there. All right, so we'll head out that way. Just kind of like pick a point out there on that river.
Left traffic.
Yep, left-hand patterns on all of the runways. And then Monday when we go, we're going to be doing IFR. So hopefully you're familiar enough with remembering those IFR procedures.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you're going to be relying a lot on me, but the whole idea is making sure that we always do standard rate turns. Anytime ACC vectors us around or gives us a turn, make sure it's always standard rate.
Right on.
Because they are expecting you to turn at a certain time,
Gotcha.
and they're going to be able to navigate you onto those set airways.
Sounds good.
That other airplane that we're taking, ooh, yeah, that was the cat's meow.
I love it. I'll take a peek in it before I leave.
Yeah, I should be unlocked. We don't lock our airplanes out here.
Neither do we. Even though we're in the boondocks.
That's it. So you got this airplane. I mean, you see how fast we're going 120 knots, and we're still look how at the bottom side. We're on the bottom side of the power curve. I don't remember how fast I got in this airplane. I think I got 175 down to Florida.
Wow.
We were cruising. That was a lot of fun.
What's traffic pattern altitude?
About 1,200 feet. So I try to stay right about 2,000 feet until I'm over top of the river, and so I'll just get my radios.
6 via Delta, St. Charles.
SHL traffic, Skyline 2622 Charlie, just to the north of the airport, over top of the river. We're going to be entering the left down 145 runway 36, St. Charles traffic. Oh, and the other thing is, this is a sky lane. So when
Not a Skyhawk.
This is not a sky chicken, this is a sky lane.
We don't even say that, we just say we're a 152.
Yep. Sky lane, everybody knows that's just a 182.
I have to be farther out than I normally would be, just because I'm faster.
A little bit.
Just a little bit?
Yep. I'll try and guide you as much as I can. You see that tree line right there? That's where I normally fly my downwinds.
This little guy, right? So there's the pack.
But I want
trees.
you to aim right for that square of random trees. That's going to be your downwind.
This one right here over there.
Over there, about your 10 o'clock. But let's continue us to the west, so we can enter at a 45 and make sure we're not cutting anybody off.
Roger.
Roger. Get it, Roger. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll pull a little bit more of that power out, just a smidge, and then pull that carb on. That should help us get down. And then yes, I know that our gear horn is going off. And now we'll go ahead and turn in. And on downwind is the one I put my gear down.
Charles Unicom, experimental 30 Bravo Lima, radio check.
Loud and clear. And go ahead and just start pointing right at that runway.
We're standard here. Coordinated.
And if you want, you can go ahead and bring that prop slow to full, so just kind of rotate it in so we don't feel like the HL traffic, 2623 Charlie's into the left downwind on 45 runway 36 HL traffic. And everybody probably heard that gear horn. Everybody's like, what the crap is this guy doing?
Right.
Alright, so now we're on downwind. Let's go ahead and bring your gear down, and at the same time you're bringing your gear down, bring your flaps 10, and the kind of the difference will change, so you won't have to put that much work in like actually adjusting your trim. I've got a tire on my side. We check that mirror, make sure our nose is down.
Nose is down, indicating green.
And we were 1,200 feet. So you can bring up that power just a little bit. And then we're looking for about 90. About 90 on our airspeed.
Trim for 90.
Cessna traffic, Cardinal 34820, 8 miles to the north inbound. Cessna.
Too much trim there.
Probably need just a smidge more power.
Because we're heavy.
Well, we're not heavy, but we're low.
Oh, right.
Alright, Captain, whenever you're ready to turn base.
Sounds good to me.
HL traffic, 2623 Charlie turning left base, runway 36, HL traffic.
Why I don't like high-wing planes I can't see.
Yeah, low-wing planes are definitely better for that. Grab your flaps 20.
Flaps going 20. Flaps 20. Maybe.
St. Charles traffic.
And then you said this is 80?
We're looking for about 80 knots.
Numbers, St. Charles.
Full descent going.
And grab that power, bring some power back, which is a smidge high. And you're going to see how fast this airplane goes.
Bravo Lima is clear of the active, St. Charles.
Alright, go ahead and bring that power down. Let's get all of our full flaps because we're going to need the full flaps. Go ahead and start bringing that power out. And power out. And you're going to, yep. We just need to get down. But get your hand on that just in case, because we're going to need it. You can feel, I mean,
12 o'clock.
How much we're just falling out of the sky, basically. HL traffic, 2623 Charlie, short final, 36, full stop, HL traffic. And let's get it about 70 knots. And you're going to need just a touch of power, just a touch. That ought to do you right there. And make sure you got 70. There's power. There you go. And then slowly out and idle.
12 o'clock.
Idle. Ocean. Whee! Yep.
First time I bounced an airplane.
Well, this airplane is heavy, and we also didn't hold our 70 knots. I think you got a little bit scared.
I did.
That's all right. We'll make the next taxiway, and we'll take off, try it all again.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the worst landing I've ever had in my life.
That's why, yeah, okay. I've had people land nose first, and it's like, as an instructor, you have to be like, how much is enough rope to hang yourself?
Oh, that first time I bounced an airplane, so that, lucky you.
Oh, it was with me? I feel so honored.
Oh, you also, put me in this bad boy.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright, we're clear of the active. St. Charles traffic, 2623 Charlie's clear of runway 36, taxi back to runway 36, St. Charles traffic. I'll grab our flaps, bring our mixture, carburetor cold, and flaps all the way open. Nope, flaps, cow flaps open, is what I meant to say.
Well, sorry for that.
I don't care. You gotta think, I get beat up all day.
Brutal.
Like, I just get a whole bunch of people who've never flown airplanes before, and then I try to keep it right about under 18 knots with the ground speed for taxiing. I don't want to go too fast.
I don't have that fancy stuff.
Oh, you just guess?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
St. Charles traffic, Experimental 30 Bravo Lima is taking off on 36, straight out departure to the north, St. Charles.
Fortunately for you,
Those birds. Holy shit.
nah, it's fine.
Okay, it's fine.
We'll just run them over. Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys have coyotes down in downtown.
I haven't seen any yet.
Really? When I was doing my 310 training, I saw a whole bunch of them. This is going to be like Sully all over again. Bird strike!
For real, dude.
Only this airplane's not really going to care.
Mine would. That would, too.
Those little Sonics. That's cool. They're home-built planes.
Sounds terrible. I don't think I trust myself in that.
Okay. Alright, we're going to practice a takeoff that I usually like to do in these bigger airplanes when I have multiple people on board.
Okay.
I like to have 10 degrees worth of flaps in, so we'll hold short the runway for this guy that's taking off.
Sure.
And so we're going to be doing a normal takeoff. Here we go. Normal takeoff is 0 to 20 degrees. We're just going to bring in 10 degrees with the flaps.
10 degrees.
Carb cold. We're going to push full power on there. And what I do is I get on the runway, very end, hold the brakes. I bring the power up. I slowly let off, and then I bring in full power.
Okay.
So that's general practice for like how to, I usually clip that onto the seatbelt. That's usually general practice for flying anything bigger than a 152 or 172. Okay. So usually like these guys, the 310, that's how we did it. It was just you bring the power up into the green, and then you let off the brakes slowly. You don't want the head snap back,
right.
And then full power. Cool. That sounds good to you. We'll go ahead and do it again.
All right, sounds good.
St. Charles traffic, 262 Charlie, Pony runway 36, staying in the pattern, St. Charles traffic.
Right.
And then what you're going to do is when you bring your car or your gear up, you'll bring your flaps up at the same time.
Okay.
What it's going to do is it's going to, that difference in drag is going to pretty much like cut itself, cancel each other out.
Gotcha. Do you like to hit the brakes or the brakes? The center line. You hit the flaps first and then gear? So.
Either or, doesn't really matter.
Right.
Whatever you can grab first. I usually get gear first, but that's just me.
Just because I don't like windows open. Okay. Alright, so.
Bring it up to the green. Right about there. Okay, go ahead and let off those brakes. Nice and easy, and full power. Yeah, your 152 do that? No. And it'll do that with 4 people on board too.
Out of the way.
Don't move. They're fine. Rotate. Arm off the ground, about 60, about 70. And then we want to see about 80 knots. Looking for about 80 knots on our takeoff. Okay, go ahead and bring those gear up.
Gear up.
And flaps up.
Flaps up.
And then you get your hand on that throttle, and as soon as we get the gear up indication, which is that, we'll go ahead and pull that back to about 20 inches of mercury ought to do for a normal climb, and then about 22.
Low and 22.
And then on that north heading when able.
Oh, left.
And left crosswind when able. St. Charles traffic, 262 to Charlie's, left crosswind, 36, St. Charles traffic.
There's the sun.
Yeah, I haven't missed that at all.
How many flights did you do today?
4.
Not too bad.
You're the 5th.
Not terrible.
No, it's pretty good. That was always a good day of flying. I should cross over 400 by the time we go on our cross country.
400 hours?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
I thought you've had more than that.
Oh, yeah, right, I wish. I have more I have more than the average instructor does.
Sure.
And so once we get established on our downwind, how I kind of like to do this is once I'm going to beam the other runway, I'm going to pull that power back to about the bottom side of the green.
Okay.
So, and then what I do is about midfield, just because this airplane has so much going on, I pull that power back when I'm up beam the other runway. Here's fine if you want. So pull that power back, a little bit of trim in there. Bring in our gear about midfield. We'll get ourselves in. push a little bit more power. We'll get that stupid gear horn and go away. Perfect. Shut up. Anyways, about midfield, I'll pull my gear down and flaps 10.
Alright, so midfield, gear down.
And flaps 10. Get your hand back on that gear. Okay, I got a tire over here.
Got a tire.
And you can see the tires in there.
Got a front one.
Yep, perfect. Okay. And now we're set up. Now we're looking for about 90 knots.
90 with a standard descent.
Yep. And so now we'll do our gumps check. Gas.
Gas.
Undercarriage. So gas, undercarriage, mixture. Well, we're going to leave it. Prop will be full forward when we get on final. That's usually where I put full forward on the prop. And then S, seatbelt switches. Seatbelts and switches would be for like landing lights or the fuel pump if we needed it, which we don't. Untitled traffic 262 Charlie is turning left base, runway 36, Untitled traffic.
Let's make this coordinate here.
I'm looking for about 80 on base, and let's really try and focus on getting that 70 across the threshold before we hit hard again.
Good.
And definitely you're going to want to do that before you get 2 other passengers in the back who are both judging your landing.
Yeah. I don't think she'd fly with me if I did.
Huh?
I don't think she'd fly with me anymore if I slammed her.
5 miles northeast.
Yeah, well, my wife is
Used to it?
no, not used to it. She doesn't fly with me anyways. Flaps 20, flaps 30. Let's just grab 30. Get your hand back on that throttle. Bring that power back. And then here comes 70. Make sure we're grabbing that 70 knots. And we're letting that nose come over. Get a little bit more power back out. We're still inside that green arc. Umps check, undercarriage, gears down, mixture, full rich, prop, full forward. And get on that power, bring that power back out. And we can go almost full idle at this point. I got your flaps all the way in. So you can see how this airplane, it's really easy to get behind the airplane. But you see look how fast we're sinking.
Yeah.
So just a smidge more power in. That'll help kind of round out that flare. Let's keep about 70. Keep us coming down.
70.
There we go. Nice, easy transition up into the flare. Keep us down right here. Good. Good. And power idle. Here we go.
Oh.
Much smoother.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And then we'll let that nose come down. Power idle. Is power idle?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. We landed just a little bit flat, so that was your instructor's mistake because I didn't pull back as much. That was much smoother.
Oh,
Let's do that.
Okay, great.
And then we'll exit the runway here. It's a little bit hard to do touch and goes in this airplane with somebody who's kind of new to this airplane.
Makes sense.
Even for me, it would be a little bit hard. It'd be a lot, as soon as you touch down, you got to be like flaps up, carb cold, and up again, and on again. So it can be a little bit challenging, even for a seasoned pilot to do on this short of a runway.
Yeah, it is pretty short.
And if you want to run that
Flaps up.
after landing checklist, it's going to be flaps up, carb cold, cowl flaps open. So if you just want to pull, actually I want you to go ahead and put those full close, and then try full open. I want you to just feel how it works. See how it's like you have to push it over and then slide up and down?
Yep, gotcha.
Right. I just wanted you to feel how that works.
There you go. Okay, cool.
All right, let's go ahead and do that again.
Alright, sounds good.
We've probably got time for 2 more.
We didn't even do any lights.
We don't need lights.
Don't need lights on.
I just need the beacon light.
I'll just put the lights on. Just for the hell of it.
Put your lights on. You're one of those guys.
No, well, my instructor tells me. My instructor tells me.
It is more professional, yes.
Nick tells me to.
But who's going to really see your strobes in the middle of the day?
I'll see my strobes are all LEDs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some of our airplanes have LEDs, some of them don't. It's just, we keep our prices so low out here, and in turn we have older airplanes.
Look at us.
That are outdated.
We're kind of like that too.
Well, good.
Our,
I was hoping you wouldn't be embarrassed with how old and crusty this airplane looks.
This is immaculate.
10604, runway 36, St. Charles.
Nice.
I'll come pick you up in my 152 when
Let's do it.
my license, and then we'll.
Let's do that sky chicken thing.
You'll be like, please no.
I have flown enough 152s.
Do what?
I've flown enough 152s.
Just got a lot of birds out here. See, like if that whole thing came out on me at downtown in my 152, I would have
Poop your pants?
I would have aborted it and gone again. Like turned around and gone again.
Nice. Yeah, I would have just gone right through them. It's like, all right, close the windows. Open the windows.
I would have gone right through the windshield of the 150.
They'd probably be fine. We got hit. One of these got hit with a duck too.
Got hit with a duck?
Yeah, well, it hit a duck. Whatever, however you want to say that. It hit a duck, and yeah, it went right through the windshield.
Want to do that same kind of takeoff?
If you want, yeah.
Do that again. If we're gonna do that on Monday, let's do that.
Yeah, that's usually how I like to do it. Whenever I have people in the back. So you bring your flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
We're gonna leave that mixture alone because this airplane likes to run rich normally. Prop full forward, and obviously you're gonna go full power on that. I believe I heard somebody. I think it was just on base.
Oh wait, a second. Also can't see.
Hashtag Cessna Live.
Brutal. I'll wait to have a low wing airplane.
Yeah, I think we're all right. I don't know where she's at.
Not sad one here.
But I don't see her on base either, so we're good to get out of here. We'll be way faster than she is.
Alright, what do we?
I got it. That's Charles traffic. 2623 Charlie 8 is departing runway 36, staying to pass Charles traffic. Alright, Captain, let's get out of here. I think she's on downwind.
Untitled Chapter 714 Zulu Golf, 5 miles to the north, inbound for runway 36, St. Charles. Traffic taken runway 36 for departure. 10604 was on final. We're doing a go around staying in the pattern. St. Charles.
Oops. My apologies. I didn't see you on there and I didn't hear you.
Understand. We're going to stay in the pattern.
Alright. 1050, rotate.
So she won't come off the ground till about 70. So all it really wants you to do is it doesn't want you to rotate, it just wants you to pull the yoke back.
Gotcha.
And we're not there yet.
Right 80.
Okay, we're about out of usable runway, gear coming up, and flaps up.
Or throttle.
And you can take your hand off when you're pulling the gear up.
Okay. Gear up. Indicate.
Now you're about 800 feet, so go ahead and pull that RPM back. Manifold first.
Low. And 22.
Yep, and so we've got somebody over here that's entering the downwind. That's even way out there though. Let's go ahead and left turn. St. Charles traffic. 2623 Charlie, turning left crosswind, runway 36, sorry, St. Charles traffic. Amateur hour up here.
Hillsborough.
We're gonna overspeed them anyways.
Oh, I see them right there.
Yeah, most of the like the 172s, so that's a company bird. Actually, that's a 152. Yeah, we're gonna fly way faster than they are. So just go ahead and do your crosswind to downwind because we're already about 1,100 feet. That's St. Charles traffic, 2623 Charlie's crosswind to downwind, runway 36 St. Charles traffic.
Alright, I might extend my final a little bit more on this one.
That's fine.
Or,
Cessna Charlie Cardinal 830 final, runway 1, Cessna.
Alright.
So we're going to keep that power in there until we're about to beam the other end of that runway. And so we got that experimental that's behind us, but we're going to overspeed them, so it's not going to really be much of an issue. We're going to put buses on them.
Right.
So there's the other end of that runway, bring that power back right below the bottom side, gear, and flaps.
At midfield, right?
Yep.
Or now?
Usually it's about now.
Caravan 189,
You're down?
Romeo 14
Flaps.
miles to east inbound for landing 36.
Okay, I got a tire over here.
Alright, and tire up front.
While you fixed.
Alright, we're going for 80 here.
Going for 90, Captain.
90, right, Jesus.
We'll be flying real fast.
See how that's like already ingrained.
2604 is on downwind, runway 36, St. Charles.
I'm gonna go a little farther here. I'm gonna go between this, about that house.
Yeah, you can extend just a little bit out. We've still got plenty of speed on everybody behind us.
Okay.
You gotta think, we're probably going 20 knots faster than every airplane that's in. We got an experimental that's a small 2-seater and that 152. So they're probably flying like considerably slower than us.
Okay.
So
You
we're gonna...
been
we're going to gap them. Yeah, here's good.
All right, let's see if we can.
Traffic, Skyhawk 6876 Hotel, 10 miles north.
Flaps 20.
46 St. Charles.
20.
And at some point we'll want to do our gumps check.
All right, so we have gear down.
That's gas.
Or gas, sorry. Gas is full. Undercarriage is green.
Mixture we're going to leave alone.
Bellies around, and seatbelts and switches, which we didn't do.
All right, I didn't unbuckle.
A little early.
And we'll grab that next notch of flaps and bring the power outside. And then your prop pull forward.
RP. Prop pull forward.
You can just push the center one and bring it in.
Right.
At that point, the counterweights are kind of just hanging in there neutral, so you're not going to get that much of a change.
We're a little high, so we'll
pull that power back out just a little bit more. You'll just fall out of the sky.
Central traffic 715.
Not a big deal.
3.5 miles to the northwest, entering left downwind for runway 36 St. Charles.
St. Charles traffic, 263 Charlie, short final runway 36, full stop St. Charles traffic.
Yeah, we're looking for 70. Let's there.
And now slow to idle. And idle, all the way to idle. Keep that easy, 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 easy. There we go, this will be good. Keep that nose up. And then that, let it down. And then now we'll start to get on the brakes nice and slow.
Because I had a good traffic pattern.
That's also what happens at uncontrolled airports.
Go all the way to the end, turn right.
Yep. Go turn left here, actually. We should have time for about one more.
Okay, great. I'm here for whatever, ma'am. As long as you want to be here, I'll be here.
Oh yeah, well I haven't seen my wife all day. Probably need to go see her.
That's probably fair.
I haven't seen her for a few days.
So we're clear, runway.
St. Charles traffic, 262 Charlie is clear. Runway 36, taxiing back to runway 36 St. Charles traffic.
It's flaps.
Yep.
St. Charles traffic 714,
and
downwind for 36
those are
St.
up.
Charles.
Let's make sure those up. Yep, and we're good to go again.
Alright, we got that guy. He's going to be turning up base here.
Yeah,
That'll be
well,
fun.
by the time we actually get up to get ready to take off again, it's probably not going to be that much of an issue.
So these guys are staying the pattern. We'll probably have to extend our upwind.
I don't know. I don't think they would be. I think everybody's coming in. It's about that time that everybody starts coming in to land and be done with their lesson.
Traffic, Piper Cherokee, I got you in sight. We'll extend our downwind for you.
Okay, yeah. We'll figure it out.
Right there, too.
Oh, he's going. That's fine. I think that was that's not our burb, that was that 152. I think this is the airplane I cut off.
Whoops.
I was like, ah. I didn't see him.
Traffic, Skyhawk 6876 Hotel,
didn't see
5
him either.
miles north.
And I didn't hear it.
Landing.
And you don't say any traffic in the area, please advise. It's not a good. That's not a good thing to say.
Especially before we took the runway. Like, if you would have heard me say that. So
Yeah, I didn't even hear him coming in. He might have just been straight in and not said anything.
I think it was a girl that said
I'll go back and listen to the tapes, and then I'll be like, oh, yep, I was an idiot. It happens.
St. Charles traffic 714, Zulu Golf, left base for 36 St. Charles.
That was one of my students who just took his check ride not long ago, private pilot.
nice. Probably wait for him, or
Yep, and we're gonna wait here, just like at LaGuardia.
all good?
Yep, so we'll get set up for our takeoff.
Okay.
Flaps 10.
So we're going to flaps 10.
I'll leave that mixture alone.
Alone, and
then
yeah.
carb cold. We could check our trims for takeoff. We didn't really adjust them that much. It looks like you need a ton of right rudder
St.
trim.
Charles 10604.
I need it, or
What?
You say I need a lot of trim?
Well, it's way over here.
Oh,
So
I
it looks
was-
like you needed a lot.
714, Zulu Golf on final for runway 36.
And now I guess we'll try and listen to see if there's any other traffic that I'm going to cut off next time.
That's why I like my knee pad. I can see everybody.
Yeah, but see here, your traffic's unavailable because we're too low.
Clear of runway 36.
Mine won't. On my Stratus, it tells me on the ground.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I paid brand new. They're $700, but I got mine for $250.
What?
Facebook Marketplace.
Marketplace. I love Facebook Marketplace. This is an exhaust gas temperature sensor.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Good.
Yeah, it's broke.
I was about to say. Well, it doesn't say now.
St. Charles traffic, Skyhawk 6876 Hotel is over the river and on the 45 for 36 St. Charles.
This is your guys' plane?
That one is, yeah. That's one of our 152s. The other one's in the shop.
Alright.
But as soon as they get out of our way, we should be good.
St. Charles 10604 is on base, runway 36 St. Charles.
Never mind. We could just say St. Charles traffic. 2623 Charlie's, hold short. 36 at Alpha for traffic, St. Charles traffic.
St. Charles traffic, Skyhawk 6876 Hotel, left downwind 36 St. Charles.
Good night. Get out of the way. There should be enough gap that we can do it. That guy's just, you know, taking his sweet old time. Still taxing to the very end.
Want to just get on and after this person?
We'll see. We'll see with that other guy is. If they're on base,
140 Zulu Golf, clear runway 36 St. Charles.
if that guy's still on, if that guy hasn't turned base, we're fine.
I think he said he was on base.
Yeah, he's turning final right
St.
now.
Charles 10604 is on final, runway 36.
I see the problem
He's
is-
turning final.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, see, the problem is, on that first time, if we had a normal plane, you would be able to see that traffic turning on final. That way you cut off earlier.
What do you mean a normal airplane? Like a low wing? Oh my goodness.
Normal airplane.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you're dissing on Cessna that much.
I hate Cessna. I've never flown a Piper, but I've only flown in Nick's Beechcraft Baron.
Yeah?
And it's a
Twin
low wing.
engine?
Huh?
Twin engine?
Yeah. You want to buy it?
How much is he selling for?
I don't know. I need to take pictures. How are you?
I don't know where they are, but as soon as they get out of our way or whatever they're going to do, we'll get out there. Are you going to think that's a 152? We're going to overpower them.
Show you.
He's grabbing his Stratus. He's like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this not knowing where anything is.
0604, touch and go, runway 36, staying the pattern, St. Charles.
I don't hear them on base, so we'll probably get ready to go.
St. Charles traffic, Skyhawk 6876 Hotel, turning left base 36 St. Charles.
Pull out, see if anybody's on base.
Yep. Alright, we'll go up. We can go. That's St. Charles traffic. 262 the Charlie is departing in runway 36, staying in the pattern St. Charles traffic. And we're gonna roll this one and just get out of here. So just go ahead and start turning now. Punch it! Oh, I can just see. Yeah, this sucker's, we got some juice. So 50, just pull that nose off and then just hold it off, and we're gonna wait for about 70, and then this airplane's just gonna fly up.
Final 36 St. Charles.
There you go, we're up. And then we'll make sure we're trying to stay on that north heading for us.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay on center line.
Either or.
All right,
Looks like you're a little bit right of center line.
Available runway, you're up.
Traffic,
Flap up.
Golf, crossing runway 36 St. Charles.
Boom.
Here's up.
And indicating.
All right, and back to 20.
St. Charles 10604 is on downwind, runway 36 St. Charles.
About 20 and then about 22. And then a maximum performance climb, we'll probably leave, like when we actually go, we'll probably leave at 25 squared. Just so we get out of, you know, off the ground, climbing at a nice altitude. The only reason I picked that setting is so that we're not climbing super high and you're not getting task saturated.
Gotcha. I like it. All right, let's start our crosswind here.
St. Charles traffic, 262 the Charlie, turning left crosswind, runway 36 St. Charles traffic. Hello, son, my old friend.
You wear sunscreen?
Yes, I do.
Good boy. Dude, Lexi would be proud.
Oh my goodness, Lexi and Tay are going to get along so well. Hey, is the reason I wear sunscreen. Did you wear sunscreen? Yes, I did. Did you wear spray sunscreen? Did you wear it on your legs? Yes, I did. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure, I did it.
Charles, 0604 is on base, runway 36, St. Charles.
He's got a whole, like, box for doing beauty treatments and stuff like that.
Oh, so does
like, that's great. That's awesome. Fantastic. You look great, babe.
You look fantastic. They love that stuff, though.
Yeah, I'm like, that's great. You do you. I'm gonna go fly an airplane.
Thank you. I should have had this open the whole time so we could have tracked a little fun.
Didn't you have it? Oh, I thought you had it open the whole time.
No.
Oh, okay.
0604 is on final, runway 36, St. Charles.
Alright, so go ahead and bring that power back. Bottom side of the green arc.
Power back. And
wait for about midfield.
Yep.
I mean, look at this. We're still flying 100 knots ground speed.
we're cruising. Alright, and
midfield.
We're gonna go gear down. Gear's coming down. First notch flaps. Back to the gear.
And then just make sure you get your...
We got a wheel.
I got a wheel.
And you got a wheel. And I got a front wheel. And I got a green light.
Perfect. That's all we're looking for there.
Cool. And we got a little bit high here, so I'll let our descend a little bit here.
Yep, we'll get it back.
And we'll pitch in for 90, so we'll trim out for 90.
If you really want, you can bring that prop full forward now.
Prop, okay.
And that'll kind of help. Slow us down just a little bit. Probably enough to get your airspeed.
Left downwind for runway 1, Cessna from the west.
And that should be right about there for your base. And believe me, when we get 4 people on board, we probably need a little bit more power.
Right.
Because then we'll be like 3,200 pounds, give or take.
Sure. I'll turn our lights on here, since we got somebody out there.
Long final is clear, Captain.
Alright, and second
20.
Now we're going for 80. We're right at 80, we're going to keep it right there. A little bit nose down, just a tad. There we go. And we're going to turn final. Overshot it just a tad. I'll bring it back in.
Yeah, just don't do that when we have 4 people on board.
What's that?
Because then you do over bank.
I'll bring back a little power.
And you can just go ahead and go full flaps on this one.
Full copy and full flaps.
Alright, gumps check.
Alright,
gas.
so we got gas.
Undercarriage is down. Mixture, we're leaving it alone. Prop full forward. Seatbelts and switches. You can bring out just a little bit more power. And just make sure we're hitting that 70.
0604 is on downwind, runway 36, St. Charles.
St. Charles traffic, 2623 Charlie, short final, runway 36, full stop, St. Charles traffic. And a little bit more power. They're starting to descend pretty aggressively. And just get that power in there a little bit more power. There you go, now slowly bring it out. And we're almost going to leave in just a little bit of power. Keep it bringing out, keep it coming out. There you go. Get that nose up, now power idle. And then we'll let that nose come over. And that's it.
Nice.
So see, you can save it.
Yeah. I still definitely should have gone a little bit farther out. Or I was already high coming in on my downwind.
Yeah, it's just that delicate balance. We're gonna roll to the end. There's nobody behind us. We're gonna make the second right.
Not the first, but the second?
Well, the first one will be on 9027.
Oh, that makes sense. Use ForeFlight at all?
Oh yeah, I do everything through ForeFlight. I probably use it too much. I just don't do it when I'm, knowing that I'm only
staying out here.
Yeah, but I'm not going anywhere.
St. Charles, 0604 is on base, runway 36, St. Charles.
Yeah, we'll turn right. This poor line guy's gonna have so much to do. Yeah, it's St. Charles traffic. 2623 Charlie, clear of runway at 36, taxi to fuel pump, St. Charles traffic.
Alright,
After landing, flaps up, carburetor heat cold, full cowl flaps, open.